Today we're going to be talking about how to breed dubias and crickets. So we'll go with the dubias first. This is my the baby dubias or the feeder dubias. These in here are the breeders. So what I do is for source of water, I give them like the gel, the water gel stuff. So it's like kind of mushy. It's kind of gross, but that's what they drink because they'll drown if they go in normal water. And then I just give them stuff like this to hide in, like this. And then I put all the adults together, and every now and then I go through here and just check for babies. And there's a baby right there. I don't know if you can see it. It shows up on the camera. And I also saw a baby down here. But yeah, anyways, there's not enough babies in here right now to do like a change. But whenever there's a lot of babies in here, oh yeah, there's sloths right here on the side. There's one here and one here. Right there. And then there's actually a lot in here. Hiding in there. Yeah, so anyways, whenever I get a bunch, the way I get them out of here is I get all the adults off, and then I give them the water back, and then I'll get all the adults off, and then I'll just shake all the babies that are left on it, and I'll dump them into this one. And here is where they'll grow. They're almost out of their crystals, so I'll give them more later. But here's where they grow up. So you have like some bigger ones in here, and then all the babies that have the kind of fresh new babies that have just been laid or hatched or whatever. And there's a lot in there, and then there's lots in here too. So yeah, and then I feed them like this high protein stuff, and I feed it to my crickets too, because I bought it off Amazon, and it says Dubia feeder, good for crickets and worms and everything. So, and I was at Expo today, and I bought some like gut loader. It was pretty good too. I feed that. I put them in the gut loader for about 30 minutes, and then feed them. So now I'll talk about care. So for care, you want to give them the crystals I was talking about. Oh, there's a hole. So I mix it like these. They like expand a lot, so I just put like a tiny little bit with like a lots of water, and usually I just keep adding it until they stop growing, and then I dump the excess water out. So that's the water crystals. I give it to both of them because I don't want any of them to drown. This is the gut load powder, so it's insect powder gut load with algae in it. So I just put this in like a box, and then I put the bugs inside and let them eat a bunch of it for about 30 minutes, and then I feed them or powder them again. And then this is their main food, what they just eat when they're chilling in there. It's like it says it's high in protein, and it's like really good for them too. So it doesn't have anything on it on here, but I wish there was like a website or something you could go to. But this I found on Amazon, so it's just probably called like Dubia Chow or something like that. So, and then now I'll talk about heating. So the good thing about the dubias is they're not on their heating right now because I got them out for the video. But normally when you're heating them, you want like a small bit of heat, and then you want like higher areas like this. So if they want to escape from the heat, they can come over here or get higher up. Same with these ones; they can get higher up on that container thing. So I give them that heat, and the good thing about the heat is usually like when they leave, like if they escape, no one wants the roaches escaping. They'll usually die because it gets too cold outside. So they will stay in the heating, and that way if they do escape somehow, they will most likely not live. So, and then they're not that fast at eating, but they're fast at eating their water. I don't know how to say it, eating water or drinking water. But and then same, I feed them pretty much the same stuff. Sometimes I feed them the cricket stuff, but I don't do that anymore ever since I got this stuff, because says for crickets on it. So now I'll talk about breeding crickets. So this is a little bit more complicated than just putting the males and females together like dubias. The crickets, first of all, I'll show you in here I have, you don't have to do it like this, you can just separate them. What I did for these ones, which are already hatched baby crickets, I'll show you later, is I just put a bunch of females in this box and let them lay their eggs, and I took the females out after about 2 weeks. So, but when you do this, you want to watch for humidity, because humidity forms on the side, and that's really bad for crickets. It can kill the crickets, which a lot of them did die off, sadly. But so the way you tell if it's a male or a female, it's a bit harder to tell than the Dubia is. The males, they don't really have like let me see if I can find a female. The males, they don't have like it looks like a stinger in the back. I'm running out right now because I'm getting a new shipment from Timberline, which I'll make a video of. But I'm running out of crickets right now. I only have about like 20 left. But the male, see, this is a male right here. He doesn't really have a stinger on the back. See, he just has like these two on the side. A female would have a longer one that sticks out. Like, see here, here's a good example of a male. He doesn't have anything right down there. Whatever. It's easier to look it up online, like a picture of a female cricket or male cricket, because it's hard to get one out right now. And then I have like a lay box sort of in here, and then the females go in here, and then this is just Eco Earth, and they stick their stinger in here, and that's what they use to lay their eggs with. I'm calling it a stinger, it's not really a stinger, but they stick it in this it's like a really moist Eco Earth. They stick it in there, and then they lay their eggs, and then after like a few weeks, the eggs hatch, and I'll show you what the baby crickets look like in our other box. So, okay, so this is a male cricket. You see, it has two like tentacle-y looking things coming out the side, but it has nothing in the middle where its butt is. Like right, it has these two, right, like this one here and this one here, but it doesn't have anything in the middle. And the females would have something in the middle. So, okay, now I'll show you what the baby crickets look like. Okay, now I'll talk about show you the baby crickets. So, I have some of that cricket gut loader stuff in here, just a little bit of it, because it has like, it's really high nutrition and stuff. And right now you probably can't see any of the crickets, but I'll show you a lot of them in a second. And you may be wondering what this is. This is just so they can hide under it. So get ready, and those are all baby crickets. And it may look really nasty. It may look like ants, but those are actually all baby crickets. And I'll just show you how small they are compared to my finger. They have actually grown a lot since I got them. So there's one was on my finger. But anyways, they've actually grown a lot since I've had them, like since they first hatched. And this is what they're on. This is on the Eco Earth, and this is actually the same container they were laid in. So I put the females in here, and then let the females lay their eggs. And it's pretty cool to watch them lay their eggs. Actually, they stick their like, well, I was saying the stinger thing into the Eco Earth, and then they just kind of like pump it. It looks like pumping stuff into the ground. It was pretty weird looking. But and then they just do that for a little bit, and then after a few weeks, about 3 or 4 weeks, you'll get this. And I feed them that same stuff. They usually eat at night, and they actually dig into that stuff and eat it, like kind of like mealworms or superworms. So so that's what they're eating. It's the same stuff. It's this high protein stuff, and they eat it at night. So last night when I was looking at it, they were like all over this like little feeding area. It was like covered in them. And during the daytime they'll just hide under like the paper I was giving them. So then that's it for feeding and everything. Now I'll talk about like the cages. So these are both Rubbermaid containers. This one's just a little bit taller because the adult ones, they jump around and stuff, and I like to stack them up so they have more room. And then this is the same cage for the Dubia one. And I could also keep these in another Rubbermaid container, but I just didn't really feel like it because I have a lot of the baby Dubias, so I just keep them in here. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.